If you're going to write fiction, you need a character. Hi, I'm Luke. Welcome to Creative Writing Corner. And today we're talking about creating compelling characters, creating them from scratch. Every story needs a character. Every single one. Even if your character is just a place. Sometimes your setting is your character. Sometimes in a story with a bunch of other characters, the setting is the most important character. But it doesn't matter, you are going to have a character if you're going to be telling a story. So, how do you do that? How do we come up with a character? Well, some of the best writers begin their stories this way. They think of a character, they put that character in a place or situation, they give that character a goal, they put obstacles between the character and the goal, and then they follow the character to see what he or she does. So, why? Why do we do it this way? Why start with this with character? Why not start with physical description? Why not start with background? Why not start with all the other details? Well, that's because character is desire. So, the most important quality of your character is not what he or she looks like, it's not how old she is, it's not where she works, it's not her family situation or how her friends influence her. What's most important to the character is what she wants. That is what leads to audience or to reader identification at the deepest level, is understanding a character's desire. Because we as human beings, as people, we all have desires, and that is what is going to bring the greatest amount of empathy from us, is a character with a strong, driving desire that pulls her somewhere. So, let's start building your character right now. You're going to try this exercise, and I got this from Janet Burroway's Imaginative Writing, which I do recommend if you are interested in graduate level creative writing work. It's where I first read this book. Fill in the blanks for this sentence. Blank is a blank-year-old blank who wants blank. Sounds like I'm trying to cover for my cussing, doesn't it? Well, that's not exactly what I'm doing here. Name is an adjective-year-old noun who wants blank, whatever the blank happens to be. So, you have a character name, you know how old they are, and then you know who or what they are. And that could be gender, that could be species, if you're writing about elves, dwarves, or aliens, or animals even. Could be whatever you want it to be. The most important aspect of this statement is that desire, is that want. What does your character want? Does he want a new bike, a kiss from his crush, respect from his peers, love from his parents? What is that desire? Now, there's several levels of desire. There's the conscious desire. There's the desire that the character has on the surface. And then there's the desire that character has deeper, the need that that character is trying to fulfill. So if a character wants, say, a new bike, what he really may want is status among his friends, right? So you can explicate this desire in one of two ways. You can go from the surface to the center. Begin with the surface desire. Let's say a character wants a new car. And then you delve into the real desire below that. What does the new car represent to him? What does he really want? Does he want freedom? Does he want the respect of his peers? Does he want an expression from his parents showing that they love him? Or does he want the sense of accomplishment that he gets from buying his first vehicle? What does he want? What is his deep want? What does he really want from this thing? You can also go from the center to the surface. Let's say your character wants love and appreciation. That's his deep underlying motive for everything. What concrete thing could he strive for that might give him this feeling? Is it a new car? Is it possibly to win a baseball game, right? Or to get a girl to say yes? What concrete, tangible thing can that hero want that will gradually reveal that hero's deeper, more important desire? So complete this statement for your hero or protagonist first. Blank is a blank-year-old blank who wants blank. Do that for your hero first, and that is going to give you your hero's journey, the journey that your hero has to go on. Then do it for your villain or antagonist if you have one. Ideally, you will have some kind of antagonist, even if it's not a person. But if it is a person, any kind of personified creature, then that villain should have a desire of his or her own. Right? So fill in the statement for the villain as well. Blank is a blank-year-old blank who wants blank. Now, if this is actually a villain or an antagonist directly opposed to your hero, then the villain's desire should either be the same or very similar to the hero's, where they both can't have that desire, or it should be the exact opposite of the hero. The hero wants to save the world, the villain wants to destroy it. But oftentimes, a more compelling conflict is if their interests are actually both alike, if they both have a similar or the same desire, and there's conflict built up there. Let's say Thanos wants to save the universe by killing half of it. Iron Man wants to save the universe by stopping Thanos from killing half of it. They both have the same desire. They're both out to save the world, save the universe. But they go about it in very different ways. They have very conflicting goals, even though their goals are fundamentally the same. So as you develop your story, you're going to want to fill in the same statement. The same blank name is an adjective-year-old noun who wants blank. You have to fill in that statement for every single one of your major characters. When each character has their own unique, compelling desire driving them, and this is including your mentor characters, your ally characters, your love interests, all of them. When each character has their own unique, compelling desire driving them, pulling them forward, all of your characters and thus your story feels more real. It feels more authentic. And this leads to a deeper investment for the readers. You've made them more willing to suspend disbelief. They'll be more willing to follow your characters because their characters feel more real, because real people want things. Real people desire things. Real people do things in service of desire. Yeah, we do some things for no reason as well, but people don't want to read about people doing things for no reason. People want to read about people who are driven by their purposes, whether the purposes are for the good or ill. The more real your characters feel to the reader, the more they're going to want to engage. And it also is going to lead you as the writer to invest more fully in the story. Because the more real your characters feel to you, the more you are going to want to follow them through to the conclusion of their journey. And thus, the more likely you're going to be to plop your butt in the chair and put words on the page. So, get to writing. Fill in that statement of character for at least your two major characters, your hero and your antagonist. And then you can start developing the rest of your story. If you want to plot things out, you can fill in these statements as you go, as you introduce new characters, or if you just start drafting. If you're more of a pantser, you at least have a character to go on now, so start drafting with that character, see where he's going to go, and introduce these characters, and while you're sketching things out, just write out this statement. If you understand what your characters want, you're going to understand so much more about them, and you're going to be able to tell much more compelling, interesting, and entertaining stories from that. Stories that you are going to enjoy telling as much as your readers are going to enjoy reading. If you want to learn more about character creation, you want a little bit of a helpful guide to guide you on the way, I have a character creation template. Just click the link in the description below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out as an independent creator, creating more videos for you guys. So go ahead and pick up your character creation template, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.